Hello, hello, hello. Testing one, two, three. Yes, it works. Hello, everyone. Welcome to ARC Tier 4 tonight. Wow, Tier 4. That's been way too long. It's not Tier 4. It's the realistic tier, of course, right now. Thank you all for tuning in at the moment. My name's Brian, and today we'll be racing around Monaco. The tight and twisty corners. Will they be catching anyone out, or will everyone go through safely? Probably not, but we'll find out anyway. Before we get into qualifying, let's quickly get uh, the driver seats for this race. Which I cannot find. Ah, here we go. So, tonight, in the Ferrari, we have Andrews and Sarah. In the Red Bull, we have Runner and Taylor. In the Mercedes, we have Mario and Gaza. In the Alfa Romeo, we have Hoff and Can. In Alpine, we have Top Gotcha and Reaper. In AlphaTauri, we have Steve. Aston Martin is Jon Snow and the guys who've been absolutely screwed over for this race. Buffy and Ghost Rider in the Williams. Now, last week we saw Sarah take his second straight victory of the season, with Taylor on debut in P2 and Ghost Rider extending his lead in the championship to 14 points, taking P3 in Monza. Ghost Rider has a lead of 14 points over Gaza and 18 points over McQueen, and they are the only ones within a race at the moment. Top 3 seem to be really battling for the championship so far. They have really been pulling away, and that also means that Ghost Rider, who is of course our championship leader for tonight, will be having to start in last place in the Williams. Now we wait for Ghost to retire, and then we will be going on the way. There we go. This means that he will actually start in last. And now people can all go out and set their laps. And the first driver out is the Red Bull of Taylor. It looked like a tap already on the pit exit, which is very close around here, by the way. Unfortunately, no night race, which is a bit disappointing, but and again, it isn't a night race in real life either, so makes sense to have it day in the realistic tier. Here we have the beautiful Lowe's hairpin. And now into the tunnel we go. And coming out of the tunnel, get hit by the light, spot your braking zone, and get a good turn in. Onto the swimming pool section. Through Le Rascas. And on to the final straight to start your lap. DRS opened pretty early. And Taylor kicks us off pretty clean through turn 1. Now into the casino square. Very difficult to nail, but Taylor seems to be doing that so far. Into the lowest hairpin under the palm trees of Monaco. Has some good lines. Now into the tunnel. Jumps the curves really nicely, but invalidates that lap, and that's Taylor's lap over for now. Now on with Reaper we are. No pressure, Reaper. Purple middle sector. Swimming pool section now. Very close to the wall on exit into Raskas. Some good lines. Final corner. Don't want to be going too wide there and touch that wall. Towards the line now. Reaper will set a 13-9 to kick us off. On to Gaza now, who is on the mediums. And Gaza gets into P3 with a 14-8. Gets beaten by Puffy in the Williams with a 14-5. So mediums probably not the way to go. And there goes Jon Snows on pole by a second. That's a great lap. And there goes Taylor, who jumps Joan by 1/10 and snatches provisional pole with a 1:12.8. Now on to Sarah, who is on an out lap. He'll be looking to get his third win in a row. Will be difficult in that AlphaTauri. That's not even Sarah, that's McQueen. This is Sarah, and he's in a Ferrari, so he has all the facilities he needs to get that win. And sets a purple first sector, but has a little bit of traffic ahead. There goes Gaza in the Mercedes with a 12.3, and if that's on mediums, then he's a very good client for Paul. Don't know who's that ahead, but Sarah will be hoping he gets out of the way, which he does. Would have cost him a little bit of time though on his lap. It's looking very quick through the swimming pool section, close to that wall. Not as quick on exit there though, coming into Raskas now. Final corner and towards the line. ERS almost fully depleted, and Sarah sets an 11.5, 8/10 quicker than Gaza on the mediums to snatch provisional pole. Now on board with the actual AlphaTauri that I was talking about, Steve, who is heading into the tunnel now. Hoff and Mario not come out of the pits yet, and Steve invalidates his lap. Andrews is on one. into Raskas now. And towards the line, Andrews will put his Ferrari on P8 with a 15.3. And now Steve has restarted his lap again as well. Very low on the ERS, but just for a banker it will be good enough. Let's set now camera angle. As he sets a purple sector 1. Now into the tunnel Steve goes and comes out of it again. ERS basically empty, but spots his braking point pretty nicely this time and does not invalidate his lap. Now towards the swimming pool section in 5th gear. Purple sector 2 as well, but hits the wall, jumps the curb, and that's lap over. Can has put his Alfa Romeo in P10, but has invalidated his in lap now. See, is Reaper on a lap? He is, and he is a 10th and a half up. Into the tunnel and out of the tunnel. And invalidation of the lap. Taylor on the lap as well. He is 3/10 up, which would put him at a 12.5. Still a second off Sarah, so he needs to find a lot more time to even challenge Sarah's time. Six tenths up through the swimming pool section. And towards the line, Taylor will be putting in a... who is looking very close. It's 3/10 off still, but a 1 second improvement on his lap time puts him in P2. And now we have Gaza, who has started his lap again now. Let me quickly put this up to there. Now Gaza purple through sector 1 going to the lowest hairpin. And there's a yellow flag at the end of this section, which will be for Taylor. Getting out of the way of some people. There he is. And Gaza 5/10 up, which would be enough to put him next to Taylor, or pretty close to Taylor. But can Gaza find those extra 3/10 to get Sarah off pole as well? He's coming towards the line now. And he gets provisional pole by 25 thousandths of a second. But Sarah is out as well. So will he keep that provisional pole? I do not know. Reaper pulling into the pit lane, getting a well-deserved break from his quick laps, and probably some big scares for getting very close to the walls. A runner on the lap as well. No, he's not. He's pulling into the lane. So back to Sarah we go then, as he's one of the only ones who is about to start his lap. But there we go, lap started through turn 1, nice and quick and clean. Casino section, nothing wrong there, very close to that wall. 2/10 up already on his time. Low's hairpin now. Now into the swimming pool section, gets a nice line through there. 6th gear down to 4th. Touches the wall, which will cost him a little bit of time, but hopefully still enough for him to improve his time, as he touches the wall of Raskas as well. And that's lap over. Back into the lane he goes. Gaza is not improving on his time. Top Gotcha is on a lap. As we have a resub from Hodder. Top man 14 months. That's dedication. Gotcha 4/10 up. And has invalidated his lap. Onto Reaper we go, who is coming around the final sector to start his lap. A bit of traffic ahead for Reaper, that will be either Runner or Taylor. Bit deep into the Lowe's hairpin. Very loose on the rear end, and that's lap over, I think. Basically stopped after the hairpin, which is not ideal, but he is still going. So you know he's turned off ERS, and will probably be going again after this lap. So onto Hoff we go then, who is just behind. Mario retired in turn 1. Who is that? AlphaTauri coming towards there. Oh, Hoff's retired as well. And there is Mario on track. Did he ghost or not? I don't know. 2 DNFs almost simultaneously, and that's Mario and Hoff's sessions over. McQueen 3/10 down on his lap, probably a bit scared by Mario, who was sitting on the exit of the lap. Sarah has gone out again as well. Let's quickly jump to Sarah. Oh, he's about to start his lap. Back to Steve we go. Steve 2/10 down still, and is not looking like an improvement. But P4 on the grid will still be very decent. Maybe he can manage something at the end here. Towards the line, Steve will get his car a little bit up in time. It's a bit more margin, whilst Sierra is 2/10 up on his time. Oh, yellow flag there on exit, which isn't ideal for Gaza as he is just starting his lap as well. Sierra 5/10 up. Gaza will have to put a worldie out of the bag to get pole position from Sierra. As Sierra is now rounding the final corner and is heading towards the line, bit wide there on the exit, but still improves his time by 4/10 to 11:1. Gaza was just down on his time. As the session has finished, Taylor improves his time but not his place. Steve still going. He does not improve his time or his place. Now Gaza into the swimming pool section, 2/10 up, needs to find just a little bit more time. Exit final corner, that might be it. He had a better exit than Sierra. Towards the line now, he gets pole position by 2/10 of a second. Of course, John, well, he was on the lap, now he isn't anymore. Sierra will not be doing anything on this lap. It is ARL Gaza, the best teammate I've ever had, who takes pole position for the Monaco Grand Prix. Sierra ends up in P2. We have Taylor, who ends up in P3, McQueen P4, Jon Snow P5, Reaper is in P6, Runner P7, Puffy P8, Hoff P9, Andrews puts his Ferrari in P10, Top Gotcha in P11, Ken in P12, Mario P13, and in last, of course, Ghost Rider after his mandatory quali ban for being the championship leader. That has been the grid lineup so far. Gaza will have an extra set of softs for the race. I think most of these guys will actually, especially Puffy with only one set used. Here we can see all the invalidations, which aren't a lot, so not too bad. Surprised to see none from Reaper. That's sure he had one. Oh yeah, there you go. There he has two. Never mind then. We'll be back in a few moments. We'll be taking a short little break, and then we'll be heading onto the formation lap and eventually the race. Don't go anywhere, and see you soon. We are back 1 minute before we start with the race, and let's quickly have a look at the race director. Most of the people on hards. We have Steve on mediums, Puffy on mediums, Hoff on mediums, Andrews on mediums, Can Mario and Ghost Rider on mediums, and the guys I have not named are obviously on the hards, as you can see. Now, what I would do is, with the majority of the field on hards, start on the mediums, pit earlier, get the undercut on the hard guys, and just go via there. As we are readying up to go for the race, so yeah, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and onto the formation lap we go. Gaza leads us off the formation lap. Let's quickly actually put this to mini map. Turn this off, this for position change, and that means we'll be all sorted for lap 1. Now let's stay on board a bit with the championship leader. He's been starting from the back for I think the last 3 races, and he has managed to get high up the field every single time. This race, however, it might be different because that Williams is a boat, and it is Monaco. You can't really overtake him. Ooh, we have a spinner there. That was Hoff, I think. It is. Hoff with some bad connections on my screen. It's not looking too good. Anyway, back to Ghost we go. So let's see then, what can Ghost do this race? Will he still get a miracle win? Will it rain? We will find out in a little bit. The clouds are looking very likely, which could also explain why people are on the hards. John has been disqualified, so he's overshot the corner. Can't get a nice camera angle anywhere. So we'll just stay on with Sarah then, as we are underway for the ARC Monaco Grand Prix. There's a great start there from the Williams, and it's Gaza still ahead. Bit of contact there by the Red Bull and the Alfa Romeo, but other than that everyone seems to be clean through turn 1. Mario already up 3 places. And first lap underway for everyone. Very slow through Le Rascasse. That's not Le Rascasse, that's the lowest hairpin. Apologies. Ghost Rider already up 3 places. Same goes for Mario. There is already a 2-second gap between the top 3 and the rest of the field. And here they are. Sky Blue with a good question. So has Ghost been with Williams for the last 3 races? The answer to that would be no. he has not been with Williams for the last 3 races. We still rotate the cars every single week. Every single week you'll be in a better car, except when you've had the best, then you'll be put down to the Williams. But yeah, he has been starting from the back the whole time, but not in the Williams. He had the Ferrari last week. I think he had the... Ooh, we've had a spinner, by the way. That's Can, but we have just missed that. Back to Ghost Rider. I think he had a McLaren the week before and a Aston the week before that. And he all started in last with them, and he still had some decent results. And he is showing why he's the championship leader. But we might have a change after this race, because Gaza is in the lead. And is, well, not really pulling away, but still in front of Sarah. Taylor not really able to hold on to the back of Sarah at the moment, as we have Reaper getting an overtake done on Puffy, who has wing damage. And now Puffy will be having Runner close behind him as well. So Puffy had made contact then with the wall and did it again, and now Runner's passed as well. But really started considering a pit stop now, because his front wing will be absolutely dead and he'll be holding up the whole rest of the field. Hoff behind now. So yellow flag and Jon Snow's out. No safety car as of yet. He's right there and he's spun and he's gone. His car's already been removed and we go. Hoff now right on the back of Puffy once again. Don't know what happened to John, but have no doubt he'll be giving an explanation in the chat soon. There goes Puffy, pulls into the pits. Front wing loss finally ends up being too much for him. That promotes Hoff into P6. And now Ghost Rider already up into P9, up 5 places. Actually going side by side there with Mario, it looked like. Is side by side through the casino section. And Mario outbreaks himself, almost touches the wall, but keeps his nose clean so far, and a very hard battle between these two run Monaco. Will goes to anything coming into the biggest braking zone on the track. No, he will not, but Mario overshoots the corner again and gets a 3-second time penalty. Sarah with the fastest lap. Oh, that was very close. You can't really go side by side there, and that's been proven once again. Hopefully Mario didn't get any damage from that, but Ghost Rider threw up into P8. And Mario pulls into the pit lane, so he must have got damage there. Yeah, new front wing being pulled out. And that might be a ticket. Now we have everyone outside of a second, except for Sarah and Gaza. To be honest, Sky Blue, there could be, because I mean I haven't done many Monaco in this game. I don't think I've even touched Monaco, but I haven't seen a safety car here or in any other league around Monaco. So could be true that there is a glitch with no safety cars for Monaco. But then again, the leaders were already past it, and I think it goes from the position of the leaders to the incident. So that could explain why no safety car. Anyway, Sarah almost out of EOS, and yeah, Gaza is as well. You might as well, because ERS basically gains you nothing around here. And you don't gain anything back either, except when you're in the pit lane. So it's just a waiting game at the moment. And a game between Sarah and Gaza. Who pits earlier? Who goes into the traffic earlier? Or who goes into a little bit of clean air, a little bit of a... I think we're back now. A little bit of technical issues. Yeah, Mike's messing up. Be right back. I think we're good now. Yeah, we're good. Nice. I had Reaper first into the pit. Well, not first, but into the pit lane, and also a fresh front wing for him as well. Onto a new set of mediums. And I think we'll be seeing a lot more of this during the rest of the race, because Monaco just sucks. Ghost Rider very close on the back of Wolf, and he has shown that he can make moves around there. So let's see where does Ghost Rider make his move. Not through Lowe's hairpin. Maybe getting into the hard braking soon. Clouds seem very dark. And no move yet from Ghost Rider. Maybe into Raskas. He is certainly closing up. There we go. Nope, not enough just yet for Raskas' move as Hof's in. So, no Hof. Hello? Oh, Reaper's out. There he is. Oh, right on exit. You barely can make it through there, but you can. Into Gaza we go now, and no safety car. I mean, come on, EA. Gaza lost a lot of time there. That will help Sarah massively from the wing change. Mario is not having a good time with the track limits and the penalties. Hello, hello, hello. Testing 1, 2, 3 once again. We are back this time with a new microphone. So if anything is too loud, let me know and I'll sort it. Also, this microphone's pretty soft, which is annoying. While Ghost Rider is busy, let me quickly. There we go. Microphone volume a bit up. Should be better now. It was very soft in my ears, so it doesn't make any sense at all. But trust me, this is better for me. Ghost Rider now, still on the back of Runner, and is not able to get past so far. Runner really good on exit of turn 1, which prevents Ghost Rider from setting up a move into the casino section. Through the casino section, however, Ghost Rider really gets a lot of time back. Bit of a wobble there. Now into the tunnel. Andrew's creeping up behind as well. But the Ghost Rider still not able to make that move. Closes up a lot in the braking zone. But coming out just doesn't catch up enough. Runner a very quick driver, of course. Very difficult to get past. So he'll really need to put out everything he has to get past Runner. Otherwise he'll be stuck. Someone gaining rapidly as well on the driver ahead of him is Sarah, who has pulled around 6 seconds off in the last few laps, and he is into P4. Sarah pitted really early, Jon Snow says. Yeah, he had a wing damage, so he made a pit stop for a new wing. Wonder if he'll make it to the end. Probably not on those mediums, but you never know. He is already really close on the back of McQueen. Look at him go. Surely not here. Maybe a quick dive on McQueen into the Rascast. Doesn't get the exit enough. And McQueen lets Sarah pass, which is fair play. Good on McQueen. Can we show the tire compound and age on screen? Of course we can. Here we go. Sarah giving a little wave to McQueen for letting him pass. This will massively help him in this race. Although Sarah probably will have to pit again. Off with a penalty. And we have the first lap car of Mario and Ken. And they let the leaders pass easily as well. The Queen, I think, got a bit scared there of two guys slowing down all of a sudden, because he lost a lot of time there. Now Ghost Rider still right on the back of Runner as we have a yellow flag for Mario, who I think had a little tap at the wall there. Or can, because Mario still got the DRS. Besides that, Nothing really much going on. 25 laps to go still in this race. And McQueen's tires will slowly be wearing off at the moment. Looks like the Hards may be the tire to start on. Yeah, looks like it. Although Sierra has already made his pit stop from the Hards. McQueen, yeah. Again, it's really hard to tell what tire compound to start on here in this tier, because different cars, different drivers across the whole field. As Renner made a quick mistake there. But yeah, for best tire advice, I'd look at the tier 2 race, and then whatever wins there is probably the winning strategy after, which was Sierra's technically, from what I've seen. Tickets have been reported and we'll get a result of that soon. Ghost Rider's still behind and the only one within DRS range at the moment of anyone. Sierra has caught Taylor up by about 2 seconds and Taylor has actually caught Gaza by 1 second. So Gaza may be struggling a bit with tire wear. Ooh, big mistake from Runner there, and that might have cost him a position. Does not dive, still stays behind, still waiting for an even bigger mistake for him to get past. Still not enough. So Runner's rear end seems to be all over the place at the moment. He's really squirming about, and there he goes. Ghost Rider is past. The Runner finally ends up giving that place up, and now Ghost Rider can finally start his chase up to McQueen. He will have to pit pretty soon. Although you could probably pull off a medium soft strategy, as we have a yellow flag, sector 3 for Runner, who gets a penalty. Corner cutting. And Mario is right behind him, or in front of him. He's behind on track right now. Don't think Runner will be happy. And does he have any damage? He doesn't by the looks of it. The gotcha into the lane as well, as we have a yellow flag for Ken getting out of the way as well. And Steve into the pit lane as well. He had a mistake as well then, because Sierra is miles ahead. Yeah, Steve definitely made a mistake, because he has lost a lot of time. And there's Ken, and there's the big crash that Jon Snow just asked for. Again, coming out of that whatever corner name is. Oh no, it's in there. So he touched the inside wall and it made him gone. Watch out, whoever's coming there. Stop gotcha, because he's still right there on the apex. What a weird place to end up after losing a wheel. It's now been cleared up. Still not a safety car, which honestly sucks. Mario getting lapped by Gaza once again, which isn't a nice feeling, seeing your teammate lap you. Ghosty is also into pit lane. Same goes for Andrews. Andrews copying Ghost Rider a little bit. 21 laps to go in this race. And onto the hearts, Ghost Rider goes. Steve now back up into P4. 38 seconds behind Sierra. Some huge gaps at the moment. Runner close behind Andrews. There's a lap car in front of him as well. Don't know who that is, but I think that might be Puffy. It is Puffy. And the runner on the better tire compound than Andrews has a penalty, but can probably get ahead at some point and pull away with those fresher tires. Though he has lost a little bit of time through the corners. Oh, he has damage. He's lost an end plate. And into the pit lane, runner goes. After just having pitted, he now has to come in again for a fresh front wing. For the whatever, how many driver who has to get a new front wing. Taylor in as well. That's a double stack for the Red Bull, and Taylor has a front wing change as well, and a big delay. That does not help him in the slightest. Promotes Sarah up into P2 again. But Sarah probably has to pit. If he doesn't, yeah, that's my driver of the day. As the other Ferrari has had a little spin, does not cost him a position, but he is now behind Gaza. And a lap down. Gaza has almost lapped the field, except for the top 3. If he pulls that off, then yeah. Now at the moment 2 contenders for driver of the day, which would be either Sarah if he makes it to the end on those mediums, or Gaza if he wins. If Reaper would have survived, I would have given it to him, but as you can see, he hasn't survived. So that's a bit annoying. And now we have the biggest gaps I've ever seen. Mario's gone. Right on exit there, and still no blimmin' safety car. Safety car or riot right now. What's going on? That's a mega dangerous place to be parking your car. Can't park there, sir. And still, it's no safety car. In comes Gaza finally. Pits for them fresh mediums. This will mean that Sarah takes the lead of the Grand Prix. Although it will be very close actually. No, it won't be. Sarah through. On way older tires. P1. Taylor with the fastest lap at 13.5. 4 so far, still 12 seconds behind Gaza, which was 2 seconds. But a wing change, being held up in the pit lane, that did not help him in the slightest, and now he has a huge gap between the two. And yeah, no one really close on track either. It's all huge gaps. That's just why I hate Monaco on this game. Because it's just not really any entertainment. It's just waiting for a DNF so we can see something interesting happen. With no safety car, of course, because why? Why would we put out the safety car? Car is basically across the whole track, but yeah. And now we just wait for Sierra to catch up. Not Sierra, for Gaza to catch up to Sierra. Well, we are kinda past halfway, so let's get a quick update on Steve. Well, it took my microphone a long time to get back, but we are. There's a penalty for runners. Something interesting happened. Jon Snow in chat says, I feel like Sarah is going to get a puncture. I think you are completely right. Although no real big signs of tire wear at the moment, but he has lost about 2 seconds in the last 2 laps. So probably safe to say that he will get overtaken soon. Buffy right behind Top Gotcha. And Top Gotcha lets Buffy past. We've had an overtake. It's unbelievable, but we did. Buffy moves up into P9. And meanwhile, Gaza has caught Sarah by a second. This wasn't even a lap. So Sarah's either really conserving those tires, which is probably a safe thing to do, or he is feeling like he's skating on ice, which I wouldn't count out. One second between the two now. 14 laps to go. If Serra wants, he can really pull a Perez around Abu Dhabi at the moment and really push Taylor into Gaza and hope that Taylor and Gaza start battling and he can pull away again. But that's a strategy he could do. What he's most likely doing is just conserving his tires as much as he can. Big wobble there. Gaza now getting onto the only part where he can probably make a move, except coming out of the tunnel. He's gaining a lot actually. Tries to send it around the outside, which is good defending from Serra, but not enough. Gaza gets a way better exit than Serra. I 13 laps, the tire difference between the two. Gaza has a huge advantage. Maybe coming out of this corner right here, the Perez spin corner, caused a lot of controversy towards the end of the real life F1 season. Certainly has a look, but not enough to make a move. It's very tight here on this track, as we all know, so if we see a move, it will be a spectacular one. Through swimming pool section now. Lovely camera angle. Gaining so much through the braking zones, Gaza is, but at the moment Serra doing exactly what he needs to do to keep that P1. McQueen in pit from 16 lap old mediums. But he pitted 2 laps later than Serra, and McQueen is already pitting, so that means that Serra's tires will be well, hanging on by literal thread. Guys are almost touching him through the Lowe's hairpin. You can now clearly see big stripes on Serra's tires. And Gaza is close enough, tries to send it, but Serra a very good defender as well. And Serra actually gains a bit of time through the swimming pool section. Up to 5/10 now. Guys are getting so close every single time, but it's just not enough. Needs to be a little bit closer most of the corners, and he'll be right there with Serra. Taylor's already caught up 5 seconds in this battle. He'll be right on the back of Serra and Gaza. Probably once Gaza is passed. Maybe cheeky little send down the inside here as whoa, contact has been made. Serra really struggling at the moment. Here comes Gaza. He's close enough now, certainly. But still stays behind. No ERS to push even more through the straights. Serra has way more ERS than Gaza. Taylor with a 3-second penalty, so that basically rules him out of the race. Except if these two crash. And Serra's still ahead. Ooh, Taylor also has wing damage, so yeah, that's definitely him out of the race, but will probably get the fastest lap. Could go on to softs to the end. Goes on to fresh mediums, which is fair enough. Safe option, Gaza still behind Serra. Very close there though. He's having looks everywhere across the track, and Serra just leaves just enough room, or just not enough room for Gaza to make a move. If Gaza ends up making one, it's right here. Gaza has to just play the waiting game, wait for Serra's tires to absolutely drop off the cliff. Actually no, he doesn't. There he goes past Serra, round the outside. Serra tries to get back, but Serra's gone. Gaza is unleashed. Well, Serra now has a clean stop. He can get into the pit lane. Maybe get onto the soft compound tires and try and chase back Gaza. He doesn't get onto the softs, gets onto another set of mediums. Will stay ahead of Taylor, I think. Yeah, he will stay ahead of Taylor. Will not stay ahead of that lap traffic of Runner though. 21 seconds, 9 laps. A very hard task. Will he be able to catch up? Probably not, but if he does, he's an absolute legend. He did very well on those old tires. Here we go. McQueen is actually right on the back of Puffy at the moment. McQueen made a stop, is on fresher tires. Let's see if McQueen can maybe get past Puffy in the Williams. So there's a yellow flag in sector 2. That's the Red Bull slowing down. Oh no! I think both of the Red Bulls have had an incident. And Taylor McKenzie is out. Runner and Taylor were side by side with each other. So surely one of them has caused that incident. Not giving any pointy fingers, but looking at the chat as well, I think it's pretty clear what Taylor thinks of the situation, which confirms my suspicions, being that this might have been caused by his teammate. I think Gaza's got this in the bag, to be honest. 20 seconds he is ahead of Serra. There's 9 remain. And McQueen still chasing Puffy. Ooh, Puffy into the pit lane. So McQueen is up into P7. And Puffy will make a pit stop for, I'm guessing, a new front wing then. And soft compound tires. Fastest lap by a Williams? Explanation mark, question mark? Let's see how many laps down some of the guys are then. No one a lap down. I refuse to believe no one's a lap down. So many lap cars. Again, Serra has caught up in 2 seconds, but it will not be enough for him to overtake Gaza. So unless Gaza makes a big mistake, he gets the win. Or maybe some penalties. You never know around here. Serra actually got a penalty there. So I think that secures it even more. could really use a safety car. But besides that, nothing really much going on. No one, again, close on track to each other. So yeah, now it's just a waiting game. We have Andrews right in front of Gaza. So Gaza will have lapped the entire field except for the podium, which is insane. Like, imagine that. Imagine lapping the entire field except for the podium. That's domination. .15 seconds gap between Serra and Gaza. And it will not be enough for Serra. Or at least not enough time. For him, we'd need even more laps in this race. But I'm kinda glad we only have 39. Is there actually clouds? Maybe Inters. Please let it rain. That would be so fun. A bit of rain could spice everything as well for the rest of the field. You could see those riders somehow still winning this race with a bit of rain. Need the Bernie Ecclestone idea back of bringing sprinklers to races. Gaza probably just cruising towards the end now. All he needs to do is keep his nose clean. Because we have 4 laps to go. 9 drivers remain. Three to go till we have the end of this race. Nothing really much going on. Really died down since Vera has put it. And Taylor had his DNF. Those moments have been the final moments that we've had something going on. So, whilst nothing is going on, let's have a quick look at next race on the calendar, because I don't know where it is, but I'd like to tell you all right now. We have Spain, which is a very nice track, love it there. Spain, Hungary, Brazil, Canada, Austria, Jeddah and Abu Dhabi are the races to go. Sarah has pitted for the fastest lap. Andrew's driver of the day says Reaper, although Gaza has blitzed the field, he also says. Well, currently I don't know who to give the driver of the day to, so if you are watching and are able to put a comment, please do so for your driver of the day. I'll give you 4 options, which would be Gaza for dominating today, Sarah for having a good recovery, Ghost Rider for most positions gained in the Williams, which is still very decent, and Andrews for being in P4, which is, as being told by Reaper, is very good for him, which is true. He's had a very decent race, to be fair. Now we quickly go on to Gaza, who is on his victory lap. He can already start waving to the field. If Sierra hadn't made his mistake and lost his front wing, who knows how this race could have played out for the both of them. At the moment. Oh, McQueen pits! No, that will put him in lap down again. Because Gaza's right around the corner. And Gaza takes victory around Monaco. The master of Monaco he is. Now, normally we'd go to Serra, but now we go to the other Ferrari, who is unfortunately a lap down. But still a very decent result. Andrews finishes in P4. Great job. Serra maybe getting that fastest lap point away from Gaza. Crosses the line, gets fastest lap and ends up in P2. And now we wait for the final driver, who still did a very decent race. Ending up P3 in that Williams after starting from the back is very special and shows us why he is the championship leader. Sometimes you need a little bit of luck with people ahead of you DNFing, but around here all you need to do is survive, and Ghost Rider has ended up in P3 still. Now I think rarely ever do the top 4 go home with awards, but today they do. Because for me, Andrews gets the driver of the day. Sierra gets a little bit of redemption for last night, but still not amazing. Would have wanted more from this. So now wait for the podium ceremony with the prince, who is obviously not there. But we'll think so anyway. Well deserved victory for Gaza. Le champagne. And with that champagne, that also marks the end of the stream for us tonight. Thank you all for tuning in. It's been, well, let's just say it's been a race. Here is all the incidents we've had. So the race director basically. Uh, Come back next week for Spain. Come back this weekend for Monaco again, but tier 1 that time. And yeah, goodbye. Oh, wrong button. Now actually, goodbye.